Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Fitri Fadamayanti. Case hoax Ratna Sarumpait. The Jakarta Metropolis arrests activist Ratna Sarumpait on Thursday night for October 2018 at Soekarno-Hatta International Airport. Ratna was arrested before flying to Santiago, Chile. Head of Public Relations at Polda Metro Jaya Senior Commissioner Raden Prabowo Argo Yuwono said Ratna was arrested down because the police have named him a suspect in the case of distribution hoax or fake news. The police will charge Ratna with Article 14 and 15 of the Law Number 1 of 1946 concerning criminal law regulations and Article 28 in conjunction with Article 45 Information and Electronic Transaction Law (UU ITE). The maximum sentence is 10 years in prison, said Argo at Polda Metro Jaya, Jakarta South, 34 October 2018. Before being arrested by the police, hoax about Ratna persecution had become public attention. A number of political figures also made statements regarding Ratna Sarumbait's hoax of persecution, but latterly Ratna admits that she was headlit about the news. Number 1. Upload for the first time via social media. Based on an investigation conducted by Tempo, it was reported that Ratna Sarumpait was the first to be persecuted time circulation via Facebook. The account that uploads the information is Wari Utami Dewi. This upload is accompanied by a screenshot of the message application WhatsApp on 2 October 2018 as well a photo of Ratna. However, the upload has no deletes. The news then spread via Twitter through the accounts of a number of figures. One is Rahel Mariam. The following is a brief chronology of Ratna's hoax case until she was arrested by the police. Number 2, confirmed by the politicians. Number 3, refuted by the police. Number 4, Ratna Sarumpait admits to lying. After the police organized a press conference to explain the match, it took several hours. Then Ratna Sarumpait also organized the press conference. There, Ratna confessed that the news is not true. According to Ratna, the news about the beating was only to lead to his son. Ratna, who on September 21, 2018, came to the surgical hospital for underwent reconstruction on the cheeks. Hem came with a bruised face. Initially, Ratna's narrative of the beatings only told her children asked why her face was bruised. But after the burst healed, Ratna even told Fadlizon the beating during a visit a few days ago. Moment his son Iqbal came to the house, he also told the story of the beating. Tuesday, my photo is spread on social media. I can read it, said Ratna. So Ratna states that there was no persecution has experienced. It is an imaginary story. I don't know by which demon to me, he said. After this convention, a number of parties also report Ratna to the police on suspicion hoax spread. Among them are Farhad Abbas and Muannas Alaidin. Number 5. Prabowo apologized and asked Ratna to resign. Number 6. Ratna was banned and then arrested by the police. The day after that, to be processed on Thursday night, October 4, 2018 at around 8 p.m. Police made arrest to Ratna Sarumpait. He was arrested at the airport Soekarno-Hatta International when leaving for Santiago, Chile. Ratna is known to be traveled to Chile to attend the 11th Women Playwrights Convention International Conference 2018. Head of Public Relations at Polda Metro Jaya, Police Commissioner Argo Yuwono said the arrest was related to his status as a suspect in the case spreading hoax or fake news. As for before being arrested, the police has sent a letter of prevention to the immigration. In the case of hoax carried out by Ratna Sarumpait, they can be arrested and found that his actions indicate actions that can be categorized as actus humanus. Where Ratna Sarumpait herself is an activist, the biological mother of artist Atiko Hasiholan, an Indonesian theater artist as we have heard and know about the case, Ratna Sarumpait has purged and committed the lie. in which he says he had been the victim of acts of mistreatment and beatings by some irresponsible people, causing his face to be bruised, which is despite the fact that she had his plastic surgery done. So, the face is bruised, obtained from the result of plastic surgery effect. The new began on October 2, 2018, where for the first time a photo of him, with a face bruised as if he had been abused and beaten spread across Facebook as well, justified by several parties. This happened when were initially Ratna returned to his house, and the sons of Ratna asked about the birthplace of his mother. From there, Ratna began to tell her that she had been beaten and beaten by several. The person who caused his face to be bruised like that. In that case, we as individuals who have deep normative standards act in that in action that we do. Individuals do is actions that exist as living beings, but also describe values human. So it is fitting that the actions we take shall show as a human being according to normative standard or good moral values. From this action, man can be judged how moral value as had. Kasus hoax Ratna Sarumpait. Kepolisian Daerah Metro Jaya menangkap terhadap aktivis Ratna Sarumpait pada Kamis malam 4 Oktober 2018 di Bandara Internasional Soekarno-Hatta. Ratna ditangkap sebelum terbang ke Santiago Chile. Kepala Bidang Humas Polda Metro Jaya Komisaris Besar Raden Prabowo Argoyuwono mengatakan penangkapan terhadap Ratna dilakukan karena kepolisian telah menetapkan dia sebagai tersangka dalam kasus penyebaran hoax atau berita bohong. Kepolisian bakal menjerat Ratna dengan pasal 14 atau 15 Undang-Undang Nomor 1 Tahun 1946 tentang Peraturan Hukum Pidana serta pasal 28 Jangto pasal 45 Undang-Undang Informasi dan Transaksi Elektronik atau UIT. Ancaman hukumannya maksimal 10 tahun penjara, kata Argo di Polda Metro Jaya, Jakarta Selatan, Kamis 4 Oktober 2018. Sebelum ditangkap pihak kepolisian, hoax mengenai penganiayaan Ratna telah menjadi perhatian publik. Sejumlah tokoh politik pun sempat melontarkan pernyataan mengenai hoax penganiayaan Ratna Sarumpait. Namun, belakangan Ratna mengakui bahwa dirinya telah berbohong mengenai kabar itu. Berikut kronologi singkat kasus hoax Ratna hingga ditangkap polisi. 1. Diunggah pertama kali lewat media sosial. Berdasarkan penelusuran yang dilakukan Tempo, kabar Ratna Sarumpait dianiaya pertama kali beredar melalui Facebook. Akun yang mengunggah informasi tersebut adalah Swari Utami Dewi. Unggahan ini disertai sebuah tangkapan layar yang berisi dari aplikasi pesan WhatsApp pada 2 Oktober 2018 serta foto Ratna. Namun unggahan tersebut kini telah dihapus. Kabar tersebut kemudian menyebar lewat Twitter melalui akun sejumlah tokoh, salah satunya adalah Rahel Maryam. 2. Dikonfirmasi oleh politikus. 3. Disanggah pihak kepolisian. 4. Ratna Sarumpait mengaku berbohong. Setelah kepolisian menggelar konferensi pers menjelaskan persoalan itu, beberapa jam kemudian Ratna Sarumpait juga ikut menggelar konferensi pers. Di sana Ratna mengaku bahwa kabar itu tidak benar. Narasi pengeroyokan itu mulanya Ratna sampaikan hanya kepada anak-anaknya yang bertanya penyebab wajahnya lebam. Namun setelah lebamnya sembuh, Ratna kembali menceritakan pemukulan itu kepada Fadlizon saat berkunjung beberapa hari lalu. Saat anaknya Iqbal datang ke rumah, cerita pemukulan itu juga yang ia sampaikan. Hari Selasa, foto saya tersebar di media sosial. Saya nggak sanggup baca itu, kata Ratna. Jadi Ratna menyatakan tak ada penganiayaan yang dialaminya. Itu cerita hayalan, entah diberikan oleh setan mana kepada saya, kata dia. Setelah pengakuan itu, sejumlah pihak juga melaporkan Ratna ke polisi atas dugaan penyebaran hoax. Di antaranya adalah Farhad Abbas dan Mu'annas Alaidit. Nomor 5, Prabowo minta maaf dan meminta Ratna mundur. Nomor 6, Ratna dicekel lalu ditangkap kepolisian. Sehari setelah itu, tepatnya pada Kamis malam 4 Oktober 2018 sekitar pukul 8 malam, kepolisian melakukan penangkapan kepada Ratna Sarumpait. Ia ditangkap di Bandara Internasional Soekarno-Hatta saat akan bertolak ke Santiago Chile. Ratna diketahui akan bertolak ke Chile untuk menghadiri acara konferensi The Women Play Playwrights International Conference 2018. Kepala Bidang Humas Polda Metro Jaya Komisaris Besar Polisi Argo Yuwono mengatakan penangkapan tersebut terkait dengan statusnya sebagai tersangka dalam kasus penyebaran hoaks atau berita bohong. Adapun sebelum ditangkap, polisi telah mengirimkan surat pencegahan kepada pihak imigrasi. Dalam kasus hoaks yang dilakukan oleh Ratna Sarumpait sudah dapat dinilai dan didapati bahwa perbuatannya tersebut menunjukkan tindakan yang dapat dikategorikan actus humanus, di mana Ratna Sarumpait sendiri merupakan aktivis, ibu kandung dari artis Atiko Hasiholan dan seniman teater Indonesia. Seperti yang telah kita dengar dan ketahui mengenai kasusnya, bahwa Ratna Sarumpait telah menyebarkan dan melakukan kebohongan yang dimana dia mengatakan telah menjadi korban dari tindakan penganiayaan dan pemukulan oleh beberapa oknum yang tidak bertanggung jawab hingga mengakibatkan wajahnya lebam, yang padahal fakta sebenarnya dia telah melakukan operasi plastik. Jadi, wajah lebamnya didapat dari hasil operasi plastik atau efeknya. Berita tersebut dimulai tanggal 2 Oktober 2018, di mana untuk pertama kali foto dirinya dengan wajah lebam seperti habis dianiaya dan dipukuli tersebar di Facebook dan juga dibenarkan oleh beberapa pihak. Hal tersebut terjadi di mana awalnya pada saat Ratna pulang ke rumahnya dan anak dari Ratna bertanya mengenai wajah lebam dari ibunya tersebut. Dari situ Ratna mulai bercerita bahwa dirinya telah dianiaya, dikeroyak dan dipukuli oleh beberapa oknum yang mengakibatkan wajahnya lebam-lebam seperti itu. Saya merasa bahwa Ratna memiliki rencana dan maksud untuk menjatuhkan lawan politiknya dengan cara membuat berita bohong atau hoax tersebut. Hal ini mencerminkan seorang Ratna yang ambisius akan keinginannya mendapatkan jabatan yang lebih tinggi lagi apabila sekutunya berhasil memenangkan Capres-Cawapres pemilu 2019. Seharusnya jika memang Ratna menginginkan hal tersebut, dia harus memakai cara lain dengan melakukan tindakan seperti kemanusiaan yang lain yang lebih menunjukkan nilai dari nilai dirinya, bisa terlihat dalam kegiatan sosial yang lebih manusiawi.